If you're a graphic designer, I want to ask you, have you started freelancing yet? If you have, great. What I want to do is give you a couple of tips and a couple of things that you might just want to keep in mind when you're freelancing and you're looking for projects and clients. These are 8 tips that I've acquired over a long period of time that I have been working as a freelancer myself. Now, before I get started on telling you these brutally honest tips, I want to tell you a course that I have created on graphic design. I've created courses on Photoshop and Illustrator. You can find the link in the description over here. Go check them out, and if you're a subscriber, you will be able to get a 25% discount if you use the coupon DesignHubSub. So let's do this. Let me get into these tips and you tell me whether you like them or not by putting it all in the comments. Number 1. Embrace problem solving. Think of design as a puzzle. You're not just making something pretty. You're fitting the right pieces together as in a puzzle that creates a solution. Graphic design is often seen a very creative field, but at its core, it's about solving problems. According to a survey by Adobe, 84% of the designers think that problem solving is the most important skill for their job. Understanding the client's brief and delivering solutions that meet their requirements is crucial. Example, think of it like this. If your client wants a logo that caters to the young adults, what you need to do is figure out the design that resonates with that particular demographic. You need to understand their preferences, their cultural trends, if they like hand signs like this or that, and visual language. Creativity comes into play, but strategic thinking ensures that the design hits the mark. Do you know the story of the Tropicana branding disaster? In 2009, Tropicana spent about $35 million on a new package design that ultimately confused their customers. Well, the new package design was not something that the customers knew already, and it took a sort of a detachment from the original brand. It led to a 25% drop in sales. So you need to understand that creating a new design was not at the root cause. You need to understand why that design change is necessary. Number 2, genuine interest and passion. If you're only in graphic design because it looks cool on Instagram or some other platform, you'll run out like a cheap printer. You need that passion to make sure that the juices are flowing and you can meet the late night deadlines. Pursue graphic design only and only if you genuinely enjoy it. If it seems cool, maybe it might not seem cool after a certain point in time. There was a study by the creative group that said about 89% of professionals feel more productive when they're passionate about their work. Well, you see, passion is crucial to avoid burnout and to sustain in the long term if you really want to make a career out of it. Imagine being stuck with a project at 3 a.m. in the night. If you have the passion, you will be able to sit slightly further, slightly longer and be able to complete that. If you don't, you might just feel burned out on the next day. Think about Jessica Walsh. She was the principal designer. She is a principal designer at Stackmaster and Walsh. And in the beginning of her career, she started at 11. She designed her first website by the age of 12. Today, she is a partner at a leading design firm. Her story showcases how passion can justify success in an industry. You know, when you love what you do, even a Monday will feel like a Friday, or actually a weekend if you're really willing. Number 3, experiment before committing. Before you drop a fortune on a degree, I would recommend you get a hands-on with some real projects. You might find out that your passion lies in a completely different style or medium than you initially thought. I say this even when I have the course out there, and I would recommend that you pick out courses like that to understand and not spend a lot of money on these expensive college-based courses. If you design on your own, you will see what you really like. According to LinkedIn, about 87% of the graphic designers are self-taught. You will be able to determine whether it's the right path for you by doing some projects. Here's what you should do. Try out different design tools, work on personal projects, and take on some very simple or very not easily paying freelance gigs. This will give you hands-on experience on what exactly you need, and this is much better than a classroom setting where you're asked to do it. Michael, who's a partner at Pentagram, never formally studied graphic design. He started his career by working on various projects and learning on the job. This approach allowed him to develop and pursue a very persuasive style that proves education is not really necessary for success. So before you spend 50,000 for a college degree, I'd suggest go to Udemy and try out a couple of courses. Number 4. Avoid overly investing in tools. Save your money for what really matters, your skills. Start with the basics and upgrade as your needs and budget grows. Don't spend excessively on high-end design gear without or when you're starting out. You should figure out some portable equipment or some easy to use equipment and develop your skills first. The average graphic designer spends about $100 to $500 on equipment when they're starting. That's probably a lot for somebody who's looking at YouTube videos. What you can do is you can figure out a simple laptop and get a nice free design software like GIMP to get started. As your skills grow, you will gradually be able to invest in better tools, probably even an iPad Pro. Paul Rand, the designer behind iconic logos like IBM and UPS, started his career by using very simple tools. His success was driven by skills and creativity and not the equipment that he had. His story is basically a testament to show that tools are not really important. Before you spend 80,000 on a MacBook, get a 20,000 rupee laptop and design on Canva. That will get you started. Number 5. Understand tools and templates. Templates are great, but if you don't know how those templates work, you're probably just pushing pixels. You need to learn the fundamentals first. When you're starting off, avoid relying heavily on templates. They get the job done, but you'll never learn on the job that you're trying to do. They are good for adapting something, but you need to have your own creativity in place as well. Adobe tells about 70% of the designers believe in understanding the basics of design tools is crucial to career growth. Start by learning the fundamental features of Photoshop or Illustrator. You know how you'll be able to manipulate the pixels and the tools that are there. You will be able to easily create custom designs that are really that show your creative streak. David Carson, another famous graphic designer known for his unconventional style, who often breaks the traditional styles. His deep understanding of design tools allowed him to push boundaries slightly more and create groundbreaking work. His success highlights that tools are important and templates are the things that you can use when you're moving forward. Templates are like training wheels. They're great to get you started, but they might hurt them in the long run. You need to learn to ride a bicycle without training wheels. Number 6. Realistic pricing. Know your worth and what you will be able to charge. Charging too much too soon might just backfire, but if you undersell, you'll not be able to sustain long enough. While it's important to charge for your work, you need to ensure that your rates match your skill level. Avoid overcharging until you have established a solid reputation and skill set. There are very few designers who actually are able to take the cost that they deserve and often underprice their services. And most of them are not even able to make more than 3 to 4 lakhs per year. If you're just starting, you can charge about 500 to 1000 rupees for even a logo design. As you gain experience, you'll be able to build a portfolio and gradually increase your rates. You know, great graphic designers even take a lakh for a logo design. Aaron Daplin, the founder of Aaron Daplin Design, had started with a modest fees. By retaining his clients and working for them over and over again and making sure that he is selling them higher skill level work, he was able to increase his price because of his experience. Your clients might just ask you to give you discounts, and you can say that, okay, I will give you a discount, but only for the first time. And then you can ask them if they really like your work, and they might be able to continue going forward. Number 7, continuous improvement. Criticism isn't an attack, it is an opportunity. Every piece of feedback is a step towards better designs. You should embrace constructive criticism and use it to improve. You should work in environments that actually challenge you and push you to grow. According to a study by the Design Management Institute, 82% of designers believe that feedback is essential to personal and professional growth. You should actually. I don't think that should be a contention at this point in time. What you can do is join communities, design communities and forums where you can share your work and get feedback. participating in design challenges and competitions can also provide valuable insights. Not just that, they might also shine light on you that your clients might end up seeing. Paula Scher, another great graphic design artist, gets her feedback from her peers and significant clients. That's what has helped her in graphic design. It's the willingness to learn and adapt to her landing pieces in the industry that puts her forward. Feedback can actually make you better or bitter, and you get to choose. Number 8. Individual style development. Imitation is flattery, but originality is key. What makes you stand out is what you need to realize and then lean into it. While it's beneficial to draw inspiration from other designers, focus on developing your own unique style. Authenticity will help you stand out in the industry. A large number of designers believe that having a unique style is crucial for success. You might be able to get to a certain point by copying designs, but every design and every new unique technique will get you slightly further. What you need to do is find something that resonates with you. Stephen Sagmeister, another person from And Walsh Company. They've constantly experimented and refused to confirm their traditional design norms. His individuality has made him one of the most influential designers in our time. You should really check out his work. Copying another designer's work is like wearing somebody else's underwear. It just might not fit right? So you need to figure out your own style. So that's it. Those were the 8 tips that I had for you. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to understand each one of them today, but make sure that you come back to this video in future, and probably you might just end up regaining some confidence in stuff that you have been doing and get a few tips on what is necessary to move forward. I will see you in another video.